What up, people? I don't know if anyone's going to be able to make it, but I got 30 minutes, so I thought I'd go live and talk about ranks a little bit. Fortunately, I just found a couple of things wrong in my database, so I'm going to be fixing that live. And I'm also trying to post a Dynasty Crossroads episode, so that'll be fun, right? Really think this through. So, my first podcast post-draft is going to be about what's likely. It's going to be talking about hit rates and running through the hit rate lookup that I made for everyone. No, not ranks, right? And I'm still not doing ranks. Don't care what you say. I'm not telling my ranks right now. It's going to be on the Dynasty Crossroads first. And then I'm going to do a video about it too. No one? Really? Okay. So let's see. Where am I at right now? The first decision right now is whether to take a single wide receiver over 4 or 5 different running backs. I tell you what, the guy who's climbed in my ranks a lot, I'm really excited about him. The more I think about him, going back to what I was talking about pre-draft, I don't know what people had against J.K. Dobbins, but I can't find anything statistically not to like about him. Getting other people out my head again, especially with his draft capital and his landing spot. I really like him. Sorry, my keyboard broke. Something you might know. And I'm having to use this external keyboard, and I keep forgetting and trying to. It's difficult. $35th overall. Okay. DeAndre Swift was drafted 35th overall. That sound right to everyone? Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thought I'd do a ranks, almost teaser, mainly because I didn't think this through very well, and I was kind of planning to release some podcasts. It's a little difficult to release podcasts when you've already talked about them on video, but I'm going to talk about ranks. You got any questions? Hey, Spaceman, how you doing? I'm trying to do several. I didn't think this through a lot, as you can probably tell, but I just released my MicroShare database, and also my hit rate charts again and everything. And I was like, I'll stream while I do it. And then I found DeAndre Swift is missing his post-draft score because I hadn't got his draft capital in there, and I'm trying to release a podcast. That'll do. I'm going to publish this podcast so I can think about one less thing. You getting a little lag? Yeah, sorry, I'm actually doing a lot. It's probably what it is. All right, Dynasty Crossroads is published. I didn't even spell check that. So, and I've got my college market share database open, which normally just kills my GPU. Does DeAndre Swift drafted 35th overall? Is that right? Yeah. Hang on, it should clear up here in a second. I just got to edit this ID. Let me know if it clears up. DeAndre Swift, undrafted free agent. Not likely. That would have been a draft day surprise. Huh? Damn it. I hate when this happens. A player gets left, like vital information gets left out, and I have to update it all quickly. It's not built for speed. This updating process. Whoever designed it is an idiot. Where are my models? All right, there he is. Nice. Oh no, post draft. There it is. Oh wow. Oh wow. I did not even know that was going to happen. Swift just leapt up the ranks. I just checked that wasn't Oh, okay, that's fine. No, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna close my database out and hopefully I'll fix that. Go away. How you guys doing anyway? Got any questions about ranks? So much to update. I really should have been working, you know. Swift was selected before Taylor, right? That's why he jumped up. Because I'm using crappy draft pick. Lag free now? Cool. You're on the clock. Okay. What pick? Why is everyone always on the clock whenever I talk to them? Carry-on's getting traded? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it's 35th overall. JTTEH Swift Acres. You are scared of Matt Kelly. I don't blame you. Yeah, I think it's fair. Like, the guy's talking sense. He normally does. Behind the bravado, he's talking sense. Yeah, I know. It's what you like. I don't think there's anything wrong with Clyde's profile. He did it 1 year, but for a running back, who cares? It's fine. Miles Sanders was who we thought he was, and he only got 1 year. Yeah. Swift and JT could climb above Clyde Edwards-Helaire just because they got better overall profiles. I mean, Jake Taylor, I mean, he's got an amazing profile, you know? Ah, crap. Clear. I'm live updating my database, by the way, before anyone gets mad at me about what happened to Swift. hopefully. I don't know how his pre-draft score climbed. His pre-draft score was better than I had it. Yeah, Swift got a better. See, this is what happens when you use draft pick instead of draft round, you know? Oh, God, man. They're gonna make me stand by that. I know it. At pick 18.06, 12-team Dynasty Best Ball. Okay. Is this a startup or a really deep rookie draft? Who should I take available? Deshaun Jackson, James White, Cobb, Duke, Johnson, Tevin Cobb. If it's best ball, I don't know what your team looks like, and I'm not going to be able to read it if you post it. For me, Jackson's the easy answer. Tevin Coleman, if you need running back help, followed by Duke Johnson. Depending on what your running backs look like, I go Jackson, Coleman, then Johnson, then White, Greg Olsen, Cobb after that. Super flex. Well, you didn't give me any QB options, so I don't think that matters so much. If I were to guess. I'm right now. I don't know whether to. My main change was Dobbins really climbed for me, but I think Swift and Cam Akers might be changing place. See how I feel about that. I can't convince myself to take any of these wide receivers over these running backs, mainly because the wide receivers, there's some really great wide receivers, even in the first round, are going. Where we actually only get one first-round pick, not 12, which is a fallacy of a draft board. You know, I don't want to miss out on these wide receivers. It gets tricky. It gets tricky quick. If I miss that. Got Drake, Gordon, Mixon, Fournette. Yeah, probably got them running backs. It's always good to grab late running backs, but I assume your wide receivers aren't great. I still think Jackson can give you weeks, especially in best ball. I mean, really good, but rookie. Yeah, I think I'm putting Swift above Cam Akers. I'm not really happy with that. Kind of fell a little bit in love with Cam Akers. Just a name, the underrated receiving, you know? But based on that post-draft, damn, I hate using draft pick. Only have Lamar and Haskins. I forget my best ball rules, but I think sounds like you gonna need to break one and take some extra quarterbacks there. I kind of hate it though. Spaceman, 5 running backs, and then in wide receiver. I kind of hate it. It's Michael Zingoni teasing me with passing up on 2014 wide receivers for Bishop Sankey, but this isn't the 2014 running back class, second round running backs or not. It's just not. I don't think. Hey, Harvey. How you doing? What are you saying here? Oh, what'd you do with the 102 and 104? Well, depending on who's... I would not pass up on JT or Dobbins. I'm leaning putting Clyde at 1. But the 2 I don't want to pass up on are JT and Dobbins if I've got 2 to choose right now. Man, maybe I need to change my Clyde rank. What do you think about Tampa Bay just being a bad landing spot? It's been a good landing spot for so long, and if running backs don't matter and bad running backs or average running backs can't do anything there, maybe it's just a bad landing spot for running backs. I really don't want to pass up on JT or Dobbins. I might have to move Clyde down. I am wearing my player profile t-shirt that should probably influence me a little bit. In a different league, I sold Wilson and Akers. Russell Wilson for Matt Ryan, good for this year. And Ertz 24. Yeah, I'm selling 2021 capital like it's going out of fashion, man. But on the face of it, pretty good. I like the trade. How'd you put a first-round running back lower? 84% of the time, first-round running backs have at least a top 24 season, and it's quantum, man. Like 60% of the time they have a top 12 season. 39% of the time they have a top 5 season. It's just so much more assured. And it drops so bad. Like 14% of the time, second round running backs have a top 5 season. That's like 50% drop. 50% of the time drop. 28% of the time they have a top 12 season. These second round running backs are a little different than, generic second round running back like Bishop Sankey. When you take draft pick into consideration, my model really likes JT, Dobbins, and Swift. Maybe I should drop Clyde. Drop him to 3rd, though? Really? I mean, he went to the Chiefs, which is definitely a good landing spot. Let's see how I feel about this. If we do that, doesn't it get easier to put wide receivers ahead of him? Like if we're fading the first round running back, start fading them. Man, once I start fading Clyde, there's no reason not to put him under Dobbins. There's no reason not to put him under Swift or Akers. Apart from that first round draft capital, I guess, keeps him a little more assured. I'm trying something here. Sorry. I'm trying to see what it feels like to put these wide receivers over a couple running backs. Mixon plus Landry plus Marvin Jones for the 1.03. Yes. I'd like to get back in the first round, but yeah, that's an easy trade. Mixon's is, well, let's see what Mixon did in my stuff. I don't think Mixon is a worse prospect than these guys, and he's about the same age. Yep. 11.36. Yeah, that puts him in the Dobbins category. So yeah. Easy trade, not that it required that much thought. Where'd you get these trades, man? I think I don't like AJ Dillon. He's like the Henry Ruggs of running backs. Like, the periphery numbers look great. Second round draft capital, 62 overall, very productive through the rushing game. Age adjusted is positive, not that matters too much for running backs, but I just think it's fake. Yeah. I didn't mean to do not in my league, but yeah. Once you start fading wide running backs for wide receivers, it's really easy to keep going. I don't think I like it. I think you've got to go 5 straight running backs before you get to wide receiver. It's crazy. I'm playing with it now, but T. Higgins is another guy I don't like where I have him ranked. And Keyshawn Vaughn, seriously, I keep thinking about maybe Tampa Bay is just not a good spot for an average running back. But pre-draft, I was like, he's good. I mean, he's good. So good landing spot, which is why I keep trying to think, like, Charles Sims was good. It's a bad landing spot for him. Coaching's K. Well, Roche again in those games. He wasn't a great prospect, though. Oh, and where to put Brian Edwards? Don't even start. Don't even start. Why is Jalen Hurts? Well, he's a quarterback for a start, so it's just going to be based on draft round, and he's drafted in the second round. Second round quarterbacks break out for a top 24 season 37% of the time, top 12 season 12% of the time, and a top 5 season 0%. Since 2003, you average those 3 out, and it comes to 16.67. Again, I don't know if the average is a great way of looking at it. I just wanted a simple way to organize it. So yeah, it's just real low, but that's just hit rates, right? That's not based on Jalen Hurts. If we want to look at the player, does he look more like second round running backs who break out or not? I really like Jalen Hurts. I'm not a quarterback evaluator. Went to Philadelphia. I think that skipped me by. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know when it's going anywhere. And don't give me the injury history thing. The only quarterback that's been tagged with that's done as well as Wentz when he's played is Stafford, and that just disappeared real quick, right? I'm not sure I buy that. Anyway, I got 5, 6 more minutes. No one's pushing me for ranks yet. Feeling pretty good. I'm going to get out of here without giving any. Pretty happy. Right for the second round. This is what we can know that we shouldn't fade. It would be, looking back, you'll be just called stupid for just ignoring that he was drafted in the second. That being said, like I say, when you look at Hurts, I think he looks like a lot better prospect than most second-round quarterbacks, like a lot better. People say he's more rushing and wasn't good at throwing the ball, and that might be. I'm not a quarterback evaluator in any way, but his efficiency, just based on the way I looked at it, actually looked pretty good. Is Reagan my wide receiver 1? That would be a rank. On. I might. Let's see where you come in. Post-draft model put him at like wide receiver 5. Hit rates. He's got a pretty good hit rate because of his breakout age, being 18. Third most likely to hit top 24, top 12, or top 5. Slightly less than CD Lamb. Slightly. I know if I was going to push a guy to wide receiver 1, that wasn't just, what we think of the players, probably Jefferson, man. Like, he's wide receiver 2 in his offense. That's a negative I've got, and I don't care. I don't care. By the way, doesn't he profile more like Thielen than Diggs? Isn't that weird? He looks a lot more like Thielen if he'd played in a regular conference than Diggs to me. Oh, my tight ends are just a guess, by the way. I've got nothing to back up any of those ranks, really. I mean, someone asked me about it on podcasting and pretend like it's obvious, but yeah, it's not just as athleticism, but yeah, physically, a lot more like Thielen. And that, I normally assume that's roughly how they play. But I'm told his game is a lot more like Diggs, like route running, precision, hands. And I mean, Thielen's got that shit too. I mean, he's obviously a good technician, and he's got great hands, in my opinion. The thing about Thielen and Diggs in the slot is they were switching out, and you know when who was playing which. Whoever was scoring more was playing more out the slot. That's almost certainly week to week. Whoever was playing in the slot that week, that's the guy that got the points. It might be a Kirk thing. I don't know. The only thing I don't like about Justin Jefferson is everyone's going to have to talk about Stephon Diggs vacated freaking targets. And with my broken keyboard, I can't finish my article just yet. To explain why that's wrong. Or not quite accurate. I don't know about. I haven't finalized ranks yet, and my Patreons can see my ranks right now as I'm working on them, like literally live. But Yeah, I don't like this running back thing. But after Swift, it's that guy. And that guy. And then we go to wide receivers, I guess. Yeah. CD Lamb's giving me fits right now, actually, in terms of wide receiver rings. Same thing as everyone. Like, I'm starting to tune back in. Everyone's doing the same panicky thing. What do we do? With wide receiver threes have averaged 10% market share, which is 2% more than they did the 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years before that. Wide receiver threes can happen now more than ever. Passing attempts, Dak Prescott, but you got to favor Lamb long term. I think the best case and the best argument for Gallup right now is an anti-Cooper argument, not an anti-Lamb argument. But, rookies are less likely. Cooper's definitely proven. I love Cooper, but I think that's honestly the best way to go with it. Well, yeah. I didn't say a rank in there. Careful, Spaceman. I don't have him ranked as wide receiver 5, but post-draft put him as 5th wide receiver, post-draft model. It put Mims above him, Judy above him, Jefferson and Lamb. I mean, it's in the database. My post-draft model is now just adjusts my pre-draft model by draft round. I'm keeping it simpler this year. Mims had a much better production profile where his first year just gets discounted when he played 2 games, then played 12 games every season. And it was great. It was great. His age-adjusted production was good. Mims is that guy I just took him in a rookie draft, and I was like, do I like that guy? Like, he's been kind of under-talked about because of everyone else in this class, I feel like. Yeah, age 19, he was 8% above the average. Age 21, he's 4% above the average. This is Mims at Dominator rating. So pre-draft model likes him a lot, and his draft pick was fine, so they adjust him. Second-round draft pick over a first-round draft pick is kind of crazy, right? I don't know. I trust models anymore. Ranks. Yeah, I got to get out of here. Got to get to work. Believe it or not. All right. Oh shit! I forgot to adjust that. I still have 2 above Burrow because I've got nothing else to go on yet. I haven't really broken into the QB content. Let's see. J.K. Dobbins is now at least my running back 2. There's a rank for you right now. I can't take it easy. Thanks. Yeah, I can't find it in myself to put him lower than that right now. Justin Jefferson is probably the biggest riser in the wide receivers. Like, I'd be more tempted to put him at 1 than to put Rager at 1 right now. Head tip. And where to put Brian Edwards? Like, I have him above Higgins right now, and as far as I've been told, that's crazy. A 3rd round versus a 2nd round also says it's crazy. T. Higgins' breakout age, though, if you adjust by breakout age instead of just draft round, actually makes him less likely than Brian Edwards. And I know they took Henry Ruggs, and I can't think of a time when that happened. I don't know, man. I'm still having fits, but you guys let me off easy. There weren't too many difficult rank questions there. Again, guys, I just released my first podcast. The next one, which I'm going to record tonight, that's going to be ranks. I'm going to spend the night thinking about this. I've got to give them something. There's such heroes for supporting me before I release it to everyone else. And that's where I'm at. J.K. Dobbins. All right. Sorry, I forgot the initials. Yeah. Hard not to. Mark Ingram's a real thing, man, but I asked to see Zachary's film notes on J.K. Dobbins, and I read through them, and it was good. I mean, it says probably what most film writers say. Zach tends to be pretty on the money that way. But, I was like, why is this guy lower than me statistically? And again, normally it's because I just take the noise at running back because production only helps out so much. But, J.K. Dobbins is one of those running backs that averaged 20 points per game. First season, 15 points per game. Last season, 27 points per game. He's actually got one of the better ceilings, best season. And the only guy I think beats him is Jonathan Taylor. And that's the only other metric I've really found, the only other stat that I've really found that helps out with running back. It's points per game or fantasy points in college. So, I dropped something. Yeah, I really like it. I'm going to start listening to podcasts on the way to work today, see if I can't get a second opinion on it. Anyway, before I get out of here, the one thing that I definitely want to point out here is the A.J. Dillon rank. I don't believe it. I don't like that. I do not like what my post-draft model did with him. I'm struggling to draft him in the second round in my draft board. I'm struggling. And I liked him a little bit pre-draft. I kind of hate that landing spot. He should be higher than where I have him, though. I can't have him below Eno Benjamin. What am I doing? Yeah, that's probably got to change. I'm going, guys. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to do another podcast tonight, release it as soon as I can. Then I'll come back on with a finalized rookie board, finalized ranks, and do a real video. Thanks for checking it out. DM me, obviously, if you have any more questions, or just hit me up on Twitter, as always. Thanks again, guys. I have A.J. Dillon below Benjamin. That made my day, and I did it, and I didn't even realize I did it. See you later.